mean, slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Blap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Had my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. They're trying to pit him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And this will be a Panthers first down. He's got this up to the 35.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Another try with Brooks. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. The motion man is Johnson. Throwing on second down, Love. That one complete to Johnson.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Love. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll go once more with Brooks. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff to Brooks. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Motion man is Rice. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. First and 10 now from the 36. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Third and a yard. He'll get this out to the left flat. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Daniels gonna throw again. This one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Third and long. They'll throw with Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dotson, the man in motion. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike. for a touchdown, but sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after one, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And EA Sports, NFL. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Love. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, you've got to find a way to connect.
3rd and long. Here's Love to throw. Again, working deep downfield.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Gets this away, and it's a good one. Angling toward the sideline. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. First and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A run with Brooks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved as runners maybe a little bit sooner.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. That is brought in at the 10. 17 yards on the game, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. Here's a run. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. The Panthers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Throwing now, Daniel. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back and is very close to a first down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again is Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run with Walker. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Daniels now on first down. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now.
Dotson, the man in motion. On second down, it's Daniels. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
2nd down and 3. Play action. Here's Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Daniels. That one, take it in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Give inside, it's Brooks. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down. On the ground, it's Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. To throw is Love. He finds Likely, his tight end. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Love. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he will score. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14. comes ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now for Brooks, and he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the this crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Another try with Brooks. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, Daniel. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation. Look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year.